Hello everybody, thanks for coming to my channel. This is Kim and I am a design team member for Country Craft Creations, and I thought I would come on and do a walkthrough of my folio here. The paper collection that I used is called Happy Honk-Oween. It is a Country Craft Creations exclusive paper line, and I did use the 8x8. Before I show you this folio, it's actually the same folio as one I did earlier. So I had made this one and I did a tutorial, and as I made the tutorial, I made another base. And so I had the album ready and I just decided to put on that cute collection to see how different it would look from the Amber Leaves collection. So this is the same one. I only have some tags in here that are falling out. This is basically the same album, and so I'll show you what it looks like. It has a totally different look. Now I will be linking the tutorial down in the description box, so if you want to make it, it'll take you to the tutorial for the Amber Leaves book that I did. So let's just kind of take a look at what I've done here. I did use Craft Artisan, and I just used, I went 1/4 of an inch smaller on my matting just because I wanted to see some more of the base paper. I did a lot of layering here on the front. I loved this cut apart, and so I also wanted some sparkle. So you'll see that on this black mat there is some glitter sparkle, and on this bat. And then down here I just cut out a piece of gold. It is the Sizzix brand gold, and did some fussy cutting, and it says "Boo to You." But then again, I have that glitter paper in the background that just kind of gives it a little bit of a pop. So this is an 8x8 book. The spine is 2 inches, and on the spine I just put a tag, and I actually put it up on foam squares. So Happy Halloween. And on the back I used this cute candy paper. I loved this border strip, and so I cut it to make a pocket, and I layered it twice because it needed some white to kind of make it show better on this purple paper. And I just thought you could write something on the back of that cut apart. Okay. So let's take a look. In this book, what's that? It is a little floppy right now, but when I put pictures in it and I might make a booklet, it will not be as floppy. So when you first open it, there's a left and a right, no spine because it's a folio. And I really like using the waterfalls like a lot of people do, just because you get a lot of room for pictures. And so this is one of the pull, it has the pull mechanism on the waterfall so that the pages flip, and I will go through that. But I wanted you, on the back of the pages, I did not put pattern paper. For one, I didn't have enough, but second, you're going to put pictures there anyway, and so I didn't want to hide the paper, so I just left it off. So this has got a pull down here at the bottom, and then when you pull it out, I've got pattern paper here. It says "Boo to You," and then there's just places for you to add pictures here and here, or you can do your journaling. I did on every other page put a strip of the glitter paper in black, and then when it closes, you can obviously then go back and look at, oopsie, it's stuck over here. You can see it flow then the other direction. So we've got the goose and the frames. I thought that was cute. Okay, so this then lifts up, and you have a page basically like a layout. I thought a picture would go here, and maybe journaling here, and a picture here. On this white paper, I tried to erase something and it left a mark, so obviously that'll be covered by a picture. But there is black glitter behind there, and then this border strip. Added gaggle of cuteness with some glitter gold paper. Have a ghost that was fussy cut out of the ephemera page. And then we have the angled pockets. There's 4 of them. And so on each of the pockets, or in each of the pockets, I have a tag and some sort of mat. Okay. And this eyelash trim. So then those just go right back in there. And you can put more in there. I think more would fit. And I did layer this twice, once with black and then once with the gold glitter. So then when this one opens, I just put a piece of the collection and made it as a pocket and glued it only on 3 sides. I have a little tag there. Gold glitter with Goose Gone Spooky. The 2 pieces I have in here. Thought great for journaling. Layered this one on the purple. They're both empty on the back. I have the tag here on gold glitter with tricksters on black glitter paper. I loved this one. It's got like potions in there. Backed it on the gold. And then again, this one has a little tag that comes with the collection and a cut apart. So you could obviously put pictures in here too. On the back, I just love that paper so much. Goose Kisses and Treats. And here's this one. I ran out of cut aparts, and so I just cut out 2 tags and did not separate them. And I thought that would work. And I think it does. Because I used just about every single thing I had. I have a little bit of the ephemera left to cut out. And then on the back, again, I have the Happy Honk-Oween and a picture here on the gold glitter. So on this page, the gold, this is a Sizzix gold, I think it's called mirror paper, but you can kind of see my lines for the glue, but that didn't bother me because it'll be covered with the picture. So I actually ran a little bit short on this black paper, and so I used it. I didn't want it to go to waste, and then I paper pieced a strip of the purple with candy and plain purple. This is my colors, the cardstock purple. And then I added some black rickrack to kind of make it look like it was supposed to be that way, even though I was short on paper. I sometimes don't know how to judge when I get a collection how many pages and how much I can mat. So sometimes you think after all these books I've made I would know, but I still don't. Glitter black paper here and fussy cut this little Dracula goose. Okay. So then you can just close those up, and they do stay closed because when you put that flap down, it keeps them nice and neat. And then this page lifts up also. Another spot then for pictures and journaling. And I wanted another waterfall for pictures, so I thought that was cute. So I cut one of those. It came from a larger, like a scenery page. Have the little tricksters here. Again, you're going to pull on this, and it will go through the different papers. So we have the pumpkin house with the different geese. I have like a watercolor purple. I have the polka dots with the black strip. I did every other page with the black glitter paper. Orange check. And then that front. And I have 2 little stickers down here. So that is the left side. Oopsie, I wonder. Again, it's a folio, so no hinge. Just put a little cut apart there. So this is the page that's a little bit wobbly right now, but it will change when I start adding pictures and tags and different things. So it's nice to have the extra room, but right now with nothing in it, it is a little wobbly. So I have this little page here. Thought that was a good picture to add a bat with. There's bats in here. That one's got glitter. This is matted on glitter. Thought this was a good place for some journaling with maybe a black Sharpie. On the back, a place for a picture. Thought that goose little hanging out there at the bottom was adorable. Picture, this was left open, so you could slide a picture under. These 2 tags I glued together at the bottom, but they're also open at the top, so the picture can slide in nice and neat. I thought this paper was super cute too. Layered this 4 times. So I have black, gold, I think that's the gold mirror, black with the glitter, white, and then I have the saying Goose Kisses and Treats. So there, I didn't put a seam binding closure for the whole book, but I do have seam binding here to hold the flaps so that they don't flop around all over the place. And so this one will open. Again, there's in the cutouts that you have, here's, I have a few left in here, but they look like this and you cut them out. But there were different page tabs, and so I thought that looked cute on top of this picture. This one's matted twice. Place for a picture, 3 sayings. The sayings were really super cute. This one is Gaggle of Cuteness, Goose Gone Spooky, and Goosey Ghoul Friend. And then I had some punches there. On the right then is that scenery page. So I didn't want to cut that. I wanted you to be able to see it. So I just have place for 1 picture. I thought I had the top of a tag and thought we could just put the year right here. sparkly bat. And so then this page opens and we have a pocket. This pocket is just made out of the border strip. There's no artisan behind it. Have the banner on black glitter, and then cut out 3 of the ghosts from the ephemera. I'm going to flip this to the left. Here is a page for a picture. There's going to be another page that mirrors that here in just a second. I really liked this paper. I cut this one about a third and this one 2/3. Put the rick-rack between the solid and the pattern paper. Here I have the check. And then places for pictures and a year or a date or some sort of saying. And then this one's got this, and I have the 2 hats there. I thought that was a really cute page. So then this flips and you have this layout. So again, like I said, there's a mirror image. When you cut out these banners, you have to be careful. You can't really tell because it's on white, but I could not cut all the way up to the top because then these individual flag pieces would come apart. So this is glued all the way down so the picture will not go under it, but I thought I could probably still have a picture here and maybe do some journaling off to the side. I have the sayings honk and adorable and honk and haunted on little flags I cut out. Have the letters to spell out boo, and it was too boring, so I cut out did some fussy cutting of the geese, placed those in there, piece of candy. This is one of the cutouts. So I think that added a little something. Now this is thick enough, the spines, that I could probably go back and put something here to kind of maybe lace or something, black lace, to kind of lift it up a little bit. But this is a double pocket, and so you can put things in the first pocket or the second one, and it goes all the way to the bottom. And then I just cut some of my paper to use. And then this one I have a place, kind of look like a Polaroid to me, a place to write. I have a little cutout here. Backs are plain. And then I did not put anything back here, but because the gold looked kind of barren, kind of boring without anything the way I have it used, I went ahead and put some of the bats on there. Okay. Now on this side, I thought this was super cute, but it just needed something. So I just cut out a rectangular black piece of paper and corner rounded it, glued it on 3 sides. And so now that's a little pocket that you can tuck things in, like so. Okay. And so this is the folio. So I'm going to go back and forth when I close it. And then this is the tie closure. Like I said, it's a little wobbly right now. So if you're not going to add a lot of pictures, or if you're not going to add any tags or anything, you might want to maybe make these 2 sides a little bit smaller than what I have in the tutorial. Okay, and then that closes up, and it's got enough room that you don't really need a closure. There's enough room. It stands up nice and neat. And I don't think it'll be an alligator mouth. I think there's plenty of room. And I think I showed you the back, but I'm not sure. This cute paper. I did 1/4 inch borders instead of 1/8 this time, just so I could see more of the solids. And then this one I had to mat 2 times to make it pop up on this purple paper. So I used white and purple. And it is a 2-inch spine. And there's the side there. All right, so like I said, the tutorial is already made. It is called Amber Leaves and Eerie Things Folio, but I will link it in the description box so that you can refer to it if you want to make this, and just look how totally different the looks are. See, this one's not as wobbly because I have those 3 tags in there. So this is why this one is a little bit wobbly, but I'm going to make some tags. Just got to get around to it. All right, well, I appreciate you coming to my channel. If you haven't already, would you please subscribe and hit the bell, because when I do walkthroughs or tutorials, project shares, whatever, you'll be notified. So I appreciate you stopping by. This is from Country Craft Creations, and look for the link for this cute paper. Happy Honk-Oween.